Neil Frankel here with Wealth Pilgrim, and thank you for rejoining me here. I've received a lot of questions lately because the market's been so strong. Should we buy into this strength? Should we use this as or interpret this market strength as a signal of time to get back in? Or should we use this opportunity to sell and get out while the getting's good? And that's why I wanted to speak with you and connect with you today. The answer is it depends. And it actually depends on the answer that you have to a much more important question in my mind. And the more important question is, what's more important to you? To preserve what you have or to grow your money quicker than the S&P? These questions are important. People have lost a lot of money, and some people, understandably, want to make up for it and think maybe this is the opportunity to make up for those losses of last year. And it might be. Other people think, listen, I've lost enough. I want to protect what I've got. If the market's come up, maybe now's a good time to get out. Here's the way I respond to that. Again, people, all of us, respond to two primary motivators when it comes to our money. Number one is fear, and number two is greed. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have fear, and we're all a little greedy. We all want to do better than the market a little bit. And a lot of us are, and we're also afraid of losing more than everybody else, or losing more of what we have. So what I need to point out here is that you can have a very good strategy to reduce risk that will allay your fears. Or you could have a strategy that will try to do better than the market, but that takes more risk. So you can either have a strategy that deals with the greed, for lack of a better word, that part of us that wants to grow our money fast to make up for losses. Or you can have a strategy that will protect you. You can't have a strategy that does both. That's very difficult. That's impossible to do on a consistent basis. You might be able to do it on a short period, but over the long run, it's impossible. The strategy does not exist that will both protect you in the downside and also make more money than everyone else on the upside. So the reason I bring it up is because if you have a strategy that you're happy with under most conditions, you should stick with it. Last week or the week before, I spoke about investment strategies, 3 different ways to grow your money, either buy and hold, market timing, or asset allocation. And there's pros and cons to each of those things, and I recommend that you go back and revisit those posts. And it's under investment strategies in the toolbar there, in the archives. And you can have a strategy that's market timing, and it might tell you to buy now or it might tell you to sell now. And the important thing to remember there is, even if you have a market timing strategy, those strategies are long term, and it may in fact underperform in any one period of time. If you have a strategy with rules, a rules-based strategy that has had many years of success, nothing is going to have a constant success. And if you try to override it because of what's happening in the market now, what you'll end up doing is coming in and out of the market, usually at the wrong times. So my suggestion is to first determine what it is you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to protect yourself and your financial plan works with that strategy, you don't need to grow it that quickly, you just want to protect your assets, terrific. Have a strategy that works and make sure that it's rules-based and works over many years in a long period of time, and stick with it, and don't ask this question, what do we do right now? Or if you have a market timing strategy that has many years of long-term success, there's going to be periods where it underperforms. There are going to be periods where it misses a signal. You've got to be able to accept that, because if you don't, and if you try to override it, you might be right 1 or 2 times, but in the long run it'll end up costing you money. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and please let me know what you think. If you think that this makes sense, or no, you think that this is a particularly interesting time and a unique time, and one in which that you have to override, and let me know how that works out for you. I'm really interested to know. Thank you very much.